Okay, week number 1 is here. Are you too old to learn the guitar? I don't think so. Stephanie is here. Hey, Stephanie, come on, sit still. Otherwise I have to tell you kids, okay? So, what we're doing in the first week and what's really important, what to check on is how are you sitting? How is the right position to sit? The next thing is how to hold the guitar. Holding the guitar is also important because it starts the basics right. Holding posture of the right hand is also something what you have to look into. And then we're learning the most important thing this week, thumb motion, how to hit the string with the thumb. Okay, so let's see what she did before she got any advice. So that is a posture when she's coming in. So the thing is, there's a hand posture. So this is a long finger hand. So that is not what you want to see. Okay, so that the hand is really long. The other thing what is happening is the thumb is behind the fingers. So, and this we will address. The other thing what is in this case obvious is when you have here the guitar is parallel to the shoulders. So what should happen is that you go and the guitar is pointing in this direction here. Right, the neck coming out on the right side, going through her knee here somewhere. And we will explain this later. Let's compare her hand and my hand and what is the difference. This hand here is wide open and my hand is in the guitar posture. That's what we're looking for, and this is the whole thing we will develop today, right? So, and when you have plugging motion, you can see that when she starts to plug a string, that there is actually, where's the thumb? Somewhere sitting behind. So this thumb sits somewhere here. Even if you would play it on this string or somewhere, you would see the thumb outside and not inside. Okay, so let's look now deeper into other parts. Let's just look into her lesson and see what she's doing. Okay, so what we just doing, so we have Stephanie here, so she just learned the first movements. So she is sitting now with her instrument and we have adjusted the chair. Yeah, so super exciting. Super exciting. And so should we just looking at her posture, so what we're learning for the right hand. No? So how is the posture? So what she's doing in the moment, she has a pinky a little bit too much in tension. So what we want, that the pinky is relaxed and the whole hand looks relaxed. So what can happen is in the moment, so can you please mix the exercise so that you're doing this. So you see now how through the thumb motion, that's the awareness where the tension is. It is an unnecessary tension building up. But she's doing a really great job now because we have addressed that the pinky is doing this. So now you have to feel in the body, in your hand, in your arm and your shoulder. Is there some tension and what is the efficient way to move the thumb? Okay, so the other thing, what's important, remember what's a touch? How much touch you're actually getting into the string. So here's a great touch now, and immediately the sound is coming better. So this thing what I would adjust here a little bit, so probably sitting here a little bit deeper with this wrist. So and then that this is not sitting too high here, okay? That the whole thing sits a little bit deeper, more like this. Okay, so try this again. Because that will be important when we now. So remember now, you're losing the touch. So give it a little bit more pressure. It's like you massage with your thumb behind the ears of your dog. Okay, so I'm not. He's just coming up. So now, okay, so now alternate the B string and the G string. So what's the motion? The motion is downwards and sideways out. So So now we are also in a rhythmical thing. So what is even better if you would count with it, you say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you imagine that is in a rhythmical action. So that's well done, okay? So it doesn't really get much better than this in the moment to do these exercises. But again, it's more about to recap. So now, doing one time that you're going out of the guitar and you're coming back in. No, so again, so now what you also do, so the posture of the guitar, you feel into how you're holding the instrument. No, so are you happy with this? So what was the main thing you have to remember? So when you go into thing, what is the main things you remember to hold the guitar?
It needs to be resting comfortably on my leg.
Yes.
This, the neck
Yes.
is pointed towards the opposite knee.
Yeah, so that is kind of, it's really, it's a good form. So that is nearly coming out of the middle of the knee. Okay. Then the other thing?
And then it's rested against my chest.
So when you're relaxed, so it's like you would sitting without the guitar then. You have to feel in your posture, and then you say, okay, and when you're coming in, can you maintain that you feel really relaxed? And the other thing, a little bit tilting upwards, so that can be, yes, so this is where you, in this case, because the chair is not hindering your arm to block you, so you can have it pretty parallel, but I would have it here a little bit more. Let's get a little more up, and then I'm placing my arm. But again, I'm centering the instrument. Where is it sitting? And this is something you have to find over time, right? So where is it posture? But what in the moment? What's the major thing? What happened in the moment for you? You have no awareness that you're having a little bit too much tension in your hand, where the pinky then immediately pokes out, and then you start the exercise.
That's a good indicator.
It's a cool one, right?
It's telling me that my hands
can give him a name like Paolo Pinky. No, the pinky. So
I'll name my pinky later.
So we figure out a name for it. But again, this is something where you have awareness. So the other thing was all fingers on one string. Separation between the index and then the thumb, and also to get the feel for the thing, bounce your fingers with the fingertips that you have. This is already where you build up. Where is it stable? Where you're not tense but firm. Yeah, so that is really, again, this is a good thing. So now the angle of the wrist is starting now to tilting. So there is not so much tilt in there, exactly, so that you would address through the arm position. Because if your arm lies wrong, yeah. So and these are all things in the moment, let's say. So you are lucky that I'm around and can address these things. So if you are not, remember that you stay relaxed with your right hand, that the pinky is not poking out. You are firm but easy. So the next thing what we're looking here at is that your hand is not sitting too high with the thumb wrist. Okay, this whole thing sits a little bit deeper. Look where my hand now, the thumb wrist starts on the A string somewhere there. So, and then here you can see the touch. So even if you don't hear, it has to be a little bit more firm with a finger on it. So you press a little bit more the string, exactly like this. So, and then find a nice balance how you move the thumb through. So here is now the thing where we looked at the posture. See how you hold the guitar. The guitar should point outwards, right? So somewhere in front of the knee. So the question is that all what you have to do for this week? Yes, because it's not important. So how much you do is more important. The quality you're doing, how you're really focusing on the things we have just discussed. And that will give you a really super start for the beginning. And then we see next week how that develops.